Thursday, July 24th, and we are here for Pop Culture. That's right, the one thing that you guys love every week that we seem to do, and it's all about movies and TV and everything. I'm sorry that everybody has their own thing, but people seem to really like pop culture.
Obviously, I love it.
I love it too. I get to sit around and talk to you guys about stuff that we talk about all the
movies
time.
And junk and stuff.
Movies and junk and stuff.
I mean, who doesn't like movies and junk and stuff?
So, speaking of movies, I heard you had a thing that you wanted to...
So, Marvel has announced they're going to release 5 movies between now and 2019.
What are they?
We don't have a clue. They've just said, by the way, we got a 5-picture deal that we're working on.
That is the worst. That's like nerd blue balls.
Well, that is
really is. That is. I mean,
so obviously one of them is going to be another. I think
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
I honestly
another
believe
Avengers.
That. I think there's going to be another Avengers movie.
Doctor Strange.
There might be a Captain America in there.
Now.
And maybe a She-Hulk.
That's a possibility.
I mean,
I don't want to ruin anything about Guardians of the Galaxy, so I'm not going to say it. I'm going to wait and hold this tidbit until this. But there is some Hulk Guardians of the Galaxy stuff.
I'm stupid excited for this movie, people. I can't.
It's gonna be great. We only have 2 weeks to wait. 2 weeks to wait. Actually, when this airs, it'll be next week.
Yeah, it'll be a week from tomorrow, basically.
So speaking of Thor, real quick, I wanted to go ahead. I'll wait to talk about that because that's gonna be a minute.
Yeah,
that's going to be because I'm getting sick of the internet. So I am so sick of you guys, and I'm gonna hashtag rant. That's what's coming. So, but I did want to talk about.
Yeah.
Lay's Potato Chips does the new flavor thing, and they're doing this yearly now, right?
Right.
Well,
what are we voting on this year?
The Do Us a flavors of this year are wavy mango salsa.
No.
Don't want any part of that. Kettle cooked wasabi ginger.
Fuck no.
Yes.
No.
I am a yes on that.
Oh, God, no. I'm sorry. I know I've dropped an F-bomb there.
Cheddar, bacon, mac and cheese. But this is the one that's interesting.
Here's my point. Every time they do bacon,
it doesn't taste like bacon.
Yeah.
It tastes like bad.
It's like all the promises and none of the.
Nope.
Yeah. What do we got?
It's
cappuccino.
They're doing dessert potato chips. I want it. It's going to be delicious, and I want to put some brown sugar on it, and I want to rebake them in the oven, and I'm gonna get.
You are
so
having
fat.
a fat kid day
I'm gonna,
right now.
I'm gonna get so fat. I don't even care. It's gonna be delicious. Wow. The most delicious thing I've etten since never.
This episode of That Stupid Podcast is brought to you by Little Diabetes.
That's right. Seriously, I'm gonna go crazy about this. Now they've got the cheddar bacon was a fireman.
You realize the cheddar bacon's gonna win, right? Because it's got bacon.
I think it
People
probably
won't
will.
even buy it, and they'll still vote for it.
Well, they had the
bacon.
upset, the cheesy garlic bread upset last year.
That's true.
People got super mad. And personally,
you should have voted.
The sriracha was really good last year, and I'm so glad that you can still occasionally find all 4 flavors.
You can occasionally. It happens.
So, but
they're
they're McRibbing it. That's how they get you.
Right.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, but unlike the McRib, most of theirs actually are good.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean,
the McRib is the cotton candy, or not cotton candy, it's the candy corn of.
Yeah.
And we talk about this.
It
like
is
every
the
week.
candy corn of fast food.
Good. So you got another story you want to talk about?
I do.
You got a big story.
Well, I got a couple. I actually have a couple things. A big story. You're so cute. You're so cute.
A little one.
So I have I would like, this is an open letter. I hate open letters, but I'm gonna drop an open letter to the cast of The Big Bang Theory. Be careful, y'all.
Yeah.
So
you're replaceable.
The Big Bang Theory, which is entering its 8th season,
which is nuts. It doesn't feel like it's been out that long.
8th season this fall. They want some more money. Now they renegotiated after the first season because The Big Bang Theory exploded, and they were really not making much money. Which is, by the way, very typical.
Normal, yeah.
Very typical for first season. And so is the renegotiation of your contract. Mm-hmm. Also pretty typical in Hollywood. And it's also typical, usually around seasons 5 to 10, if a show runs that long, to do it again because
syndication and everything like that. Yeah. I mean, they're way past 100 episodes.
And they are making probably, I agree, not enough compared to what other shows, especially considering this is.
But you guys are a niche market.
This is CBS's #1 comedy right now, and they're asking for like 800 an episode.
Nope, not worth it. I would give half. I would give 500
I would
an episode.
say even 6.
Maybe, depending on what the ad and how the ratings are.
And by the way, and I mean,
because they're going after a fickle group, and nerds, we are a fickle group.
We are,
and we will turn on you.
We will turn on
like,
you in a heartbeat. We really will.
We will write you off.
So,
as I've done with that show. I did it.
Well,
season
he already
4.
has. I do still watch the show. You haven't watched it in years.
Nope.
And I totally understand why. By the way, I'm not even a little mad at you.
Yeah.
Because there are times that I watch the show and I'm like, oh god, but I still watch it because
it's something. It is something to watch.
And it's fun and it's great. It's a great filler, and I love filler shows. And to me, The Big Bang Theory has turned into one of my filler shows. The reason, and we'll get off of it in a second. I'm going to go back to Friends for a minute. For those of you who don't remember, this is 20 years ago.
NBC screwed themselves when they gave them $1 million.
They asked for more money,
episode.
and they're like, "Oh yeah, we want $1 million an episode." And NBC's like, "Dude, totally, yes,
yeah,
you're on."
And they did it for 2 reasons. Yeah. One, because they really wanted to keep Friends on for 2 extra seasons, I believe it was. Yeah. And 2, because they were the first people. It was free press at that point. They were like, you know what? We can do this because we'll swap all the ad money and just bloop. And I'm pretty positive, even with syndication sales and everything, they lost tons of money on that.
It was really not good. And because of that, the TV industry knows and pays more attention these days than they ever have to that stuff. And I'm going to just sit here and talk to you seriously. 8 seasons sounds like, oh, you're impenetrable. You're not.
You're not. You can go... It only takes 1 bad season after a show's been on that long.
It only takes 1 really bad episode and a contract renegotiating threat for somebody like CBS to
be like, you know what? All right, you know what's cheaper? New shows.
Yeah. Just ask
At least we still got 2 broke girls.
Charlie Sheen.
Oh! I'm just saying.
And 2 broke girls, by the way, still kicking ass.
Hilarious.
I mean, Whitney Cummings may have had 2 failed shows.
But she's only bad at things she's on.
Yeah, apparently. Because she writes the hell out of that show.
She's great at writing that show.
And her stand-up's great, by the way.
It is hilarious. She's super funny. She's a super funny.
Yeah, her Whitney show,
terrible.
And then the other Whitney show, her talk show, it also bombed like a bitch. I think it was on E! Came on after.
Is that even still a?
Yeah, it came after Chelsea Handler. The only thing I watch on E! is The Soup.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I watch.
I love The Soup.
Yeah, I love Soup.
So
be careful.
Just be careful. That's my thing. I want to see this show come to an amicable end, not an abrupt.
Not an abrupt edge. Up and it's done.
Yeah. And then
where they just decide not to film the last episode, and they like Porky's to it, where they just show you a still shot of somebody and tell you what happened at the bottom.
It'll happen.
Just throwing that out there.
Look at me. I mean, look, Jonathan Gillespie. You don't have a lot of other prospects right now.
You were on Roseanne.
So, Kaylee Cuoco should be fine.
Yeah, she'll be fine because she just got fake boobs.
But the rest, did she?
Yeah, she did. Like a year ago.
I don't keep up with the
It was on Reddit. That's my excuse.
Sure.
Speaking of lady parts, the internet is up in a tizzy over Lady Thor. Now,
yes, they are.
They're also up in a tizzy about Blacked in America.
Yeah, they are.
So I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys straight real quick. First off, it's 2014.
Lady Thor, and by the way, when Joss, I just want to talk about Joss Whedon.
Go ahead.
His recommendation for Lady Thor,
Starbuck.
Yes, please.
I don't care about Battlestar Galactica.
I love Katie. I love Katie. I love her. I love her. I love her.
She was so good in Riddick. I believe it was the second Riddick movie.
She was in the third.
And she would blow it away. Technically it is the third. Sorry.
Pitch Black was a Riddick movie.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying.
So what I want to say is get over it. You know what? Lady Thor, it's going to happen. And I want it to happen. I think it's great.
And I agree with Joss. I almost always agree with Joss anyway, so yes.
I don't believe in this whole there can't be strong female protagonists and Thor's a dude in mythology, blah 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 blah. No one cares. It's 2014. Let's go in different directions. It's not going all Heroes Reborn and crap. It's not going back to 1996 or anything. But I want this to progress and I want this to move forward. And if you've got a problem with it, then get out of our way because it's called progress.
Yeah, and seriously, dude, who doesn't want to see Starbuck as Thor?
Now, another thing. Everybody's super mad about Falcon becoming Captain America. I don't have a problem with it either. Now, I do know that there's another guy who is named the Patriot, by the way. He was basically... And this sounds really bad. He was a blaxploitation for Marvel to make it a little extra. That's what it was.
It's not.
Of Marvel to make a little extra money in like the late 98, and they finally did some more stuff with him in 2000s. And Falcon he is a great character, and he's not just a great support character. I think that he needs to make that push to make it, and by having a lot of people.
I can't remember his name.
Oh, you're talking about Anthony.
Yeah.
Ooh, I lost him because he was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the thing is, you're seeing a lot of these things happen in the books, and you got people going, oh, well, a chick can't be Thor, a black guy can't be Captain America, blah, 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 blah. I don't have a problem with any of this, and I don't understand why other people do. It confuses me, I think. I don't get it.
I'm with you. I'm completely with you.
And I guess it's the whhole thing of,
if a blue-haired guy can host a podcast, a black guy can be Captain America.
That's the thing, is that people flipped out when Spider-Girl was gonna be not white, and then of course they had the Hispanic Spider-Man teenager kid, and people flipped, and I was like, what's the big deal, y'all? I just don't get it. That's not how
the books are written.
This is like when DC did the Batman Incorporated, and people go, no, you can't have Asian Batmans, you can't do that. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you can have Asian Batman. They were called ninjas. So
they were.
That's where Batman came from. Throwing it out there. Yeah. So I get upset, and it makes me mad.
I'm totally with you.
Because people say you can't lay down a specific. Okay, well, yeah, you can do all these crazy things, and you can kill everybody in the Marvel universe and bring them all back. But you can't have a chick or a black guy be. I don't get it.
And for people, and this is, and I'm gonna flip it too, because I already know, I can already hear it through the camera. People are like, but that's not the original lore. That's not the head.
So what?
Well, and here's my so what. I guarantee that 99 out of 100 of those people that are saying that have already washed off every other thing that Marvel has destroyed in the lore as no big deal. So what makes this any damn different?
That's a big thing. It's like, if you tell me that the Thor comic book goes against like the perfect mainline, you were so wrong. You can't
pick and choose the stuff that you don't like. You either
you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and then you have the facts of life.
Talking about the facts of life.
We're just saying. So
I'm with you. I'm totally with you. I am with you. You don't pick and choose. You just deal with it.
Yeah, you can't be a fair weather fan, in my personal opinion. In comic books, the one thing you need to know is, yes, there's going to be very long periods where nothing changes, but then when something does change,
it's usually huge.
Yeah, I mean, like the fact that they're killing Wolverine and Captain America at the same time. Yeah. Those are two huge staples of Deus Ex Machina in the freaking Marvel universe, where they go, oh, well, what do we do about this guy? I just send Wolverine to kill him. That's not an option anymore. Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm excited to see where the storylines start to go.
Me too.
That's what I want these people to be excited about. I want you guys to be excited.
You should be.
What does this mean possibility-wise for change? Where can we go? What kind of a direction can we take this in now?
And understand that it's not Thor is all of a sudden a woman. This isn't a change of character. No. It's a change of the role.
Yep.
It's like, the Thor that we know, the son of Odin, is going to be a dead man. Yep. That's how this works.
He did. He did.
It's not all of a sudden he had a sex change. Like, it's not the same person.
Although that's happened in the Marvel universe, and no one blinks an eye.
That's a good point. That does happen. That's not what's happening here, but you're right.
I really feel like that Heath Ledger moment, that Joker, and then
I know.
You give a character sex change.
Yeah. Oh, I love Heath Ledger.
I
miss that guy.
All right, so I think that's enough rant.
Do you know who else I miss?
Who's that?
James
Garner. He's dead. And he told me, and I was like, I have no clue who that was. And he was like, you don't know who that is. And he pulled up a picture, and I knew who it was immediately.
Yeah. In fact,
he got that face.
A little tip about James Garner, a little thing that many of you may or may not know. So for those of you that grew up watching the Rockford Files like I did, you may know him as Rockford, actually. Jim Rockford. But what you don't know is he did his own stunts in that show, including the stunt driving.
At his age? Oh, yeah. The 180 turn, right?
In fact, it's called the Rockford.
It's called
because of him. He's like Jason Statham level, like, stunt car driver.
That's nuts.
Like, reverse of Jason. He was actor that did stunts as opposed to a stunt driver that turned into acting, because, I mean, that's why we love the Transporter.
It was on Chef Chilios.
Yeah.
That voice.
Yeah. So, but James Garner, I missed you. Barbarians at the Gate, by the way. A little bit since we're talking pop culture. If you haven't seen that movie, I want everybody to go see that movie. It's absolutely hilarious. One of his best roles.
I have to go watch it myself. I got homework, so I've never seen it.
So it's a funny. Yeah, let me know what you think, because I think you'll like it. It's very funny. I won't say anything about it.
All right.
Just watch the movie. You'll know what it's about 2 minutes into the film, though.
Cool. Well, we're gonna get out of here. That's all we got for pop culture. We'll be back tomorrow with the worst of.
A little.
Worst of. Because we're bringing the worst of, and I'm gonna give you. You're gonna get a little bit of nostalgic feels going on. So we're gonna go all field Team 6 on you. So come back tomorrow for the best of.
In the meantime, like us on that Facebook page there.
Subscribe to us on YouTube.
And give us a call at 480.
Stupid 9.